Hello and welcome to the second part of my playthrough of the scenario Piotrków Trybunalski for Blitzkrieg 1939 16 German Corps. This is part 2 of this game, and this is day 2 of the operation. First day saw the epic failure of my great plan of taking Piotrków via Blitzkrieg. I tried to do it, but I had a limited options with only 2 armored battalions, and my tanks reached this stream on the outskirts of the Piotrków, but were pushed back by this counterattack of the Polish tanks, and one of my companies was even surrounded by Poles. And the other units had to retreat a bit, while I had even to fight for the crossing on this stream here. So if there would be supply rules involved in this scenario, it would be really bad for Germans. So definitely Poles are doing much better than they did in the history. And now we are going to start the second day of the operation. So this is the last chance for Germans to achieve a victory. It won't be easy, of course, but the good news is that Germans are going to get the majority of their forces. The remaining armored battalions from the 1st Armored Brigade and the entire, Armored Division and the entire 4th Armored Division. These are the huge forces, and the Poles will have a problem to face them and to defend their position against such a mass of tanks. But to win the game, Germans have to do one of the two things. To capture Piotrków, which now seems to be pretty impossible because of the big number of Polish units there, or to cut Piotrków from the northern edge of the board via roads. So these two options are well, not very easy to get, but I think the second option seems to be more realistic for Germans. So I will try to do second thing, and well, I am not certain if I will be able to do so, but I will try. So I am starting day 2, and I get 2 ground support air units, and we are getting a lot of reinforcement in this scenario. First of all, a lot of German units are going to join the game, and there are some Polish units as well, mostly from the Polish 29 Infantry Division, and there is one remaining Polish cavalry regiment here. So let's go and start. We are starting with Germans, and what my plan is? Well, my plan is to break through this Polish gap here. It is only protected by weak infantry company, and to move like that, surrounding the Piotrków from the north and breaking all the ways that lead to the city. It doesn't seem impossible, but there is a lot of space, and I have only 2.5 turns, because there are 2 daily turns and one night turn, and in the night turn movement is very limited. Okay, so let's go and start. So first thing first, I need to make my way through this Polish position. So I will send some of my units to simply attack this Polish company from the march, and hoping to eliminate it in one swift attack. So I will send the troops from the 4th in Armored Division. It will be 6 and 7 companies, and they are entering from the B zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 to attack. And now they have 12 versus 1, so it will be 12 to 1, so 10 to 1, because we don't have we cannot get more than 10. No modifiers for each side, simply a roll, and 6 in the 10 to 1. This is B3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. And now losses. The Germans had 12, so it's 11-12. So whatever I will roll, I get at last one loss. So this Polish company is eliminated, and I will roll for the German losses. 6, no losses for Germans. Okay, the road is open. Now we can try to try our Blitzkrieg. Let's see if it will work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I can go here. That's still not even close to surround the entire town. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's here. So I can I am sure that these roads are not now cut down. This road also, but there are these roads here, and they have to be cut also. I can fight in these woods, but it doesn't seem to be a very good idea. But I think that the better idea would be to simply move there and to cut all these Polish roads here. This seems to be much effective, but it won't be easy. I need to do it anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's for these tanks. Now them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Well, I need to move as fast as possible. And I think that's all when it comes to my faster units. I have still this reconnaissance unit here, so it can move a bit faster, but it doesn't move that fast outside the roads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and half. Sorry, 9, 11, 13, and that's all. So I think that's all when it comes to my fastest units, and I haven't any other units that can move as fast there. Well, maybe them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, that's even better. So that's this group. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and half, 6 and half, and same goes to them. So that I really hope this group will do the trick and will get rid of Poles here and will be able to cut Poles from the north. Well, that's the plan. And now the remaining German units. We still have some other stuff to do. First of all, we need to make sure that the Polish units from there will be engaged in combat and they won't be able to move there and support defenders from the north, or to cut off Poles, to cut off our shortest road to cut the city from the north. So I need to get rid of these tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I will attack them normally. I'm not going to attack them from the march, but I will engage them in the normal combat. So this should be enough to get rid of them. Now this Polish cavalry, am I able to surround them? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So well, they will be able to move away, but I hope I will be able to inquire enough losses to them. And now these tanks from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And these tanks are attacking Polish guns from the march. So this is 4, 1, 35. It has 9, so it has 6 because it's attack from the march, versus 1. So 6 against 1 will be 6 to 1, but first of all we have to resolve fire combat. They have 4 versus 1, so it's 3, plus 1 because of the fortification, so it's 2, and hills provide 2, so it's 0. So I have 3 shots with 0, a miss, a miss, and a miss, and Poles have 1, minus 4, so it's minus 3, and minus 2 because of the fortification, and minus 2 and minus 1 and 0 because of the hills, so it is 1 shot with 0, a miss. So now let's resolve attack. They have 6 to 1, versus plus 1 for the star, 7 to 1, and 6 to 1 because of the fortification, 4 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the hills, and 8 in the 3 to 1. This is B1, so these guns are retreating 1 hex, and due to this fact that they have to suffer 1 loss, because artillery always suffers a loss for every hex it retreats, so this is where this artillery is. Okay, found it. So these tanks are moving here, and the losses, Germans had 6, plus 1, minus 3, so it's 2, 3. No losses for Poles, and Poles had 1, 1, 2, 3, and minus 1, 6, 10, and 10. 1 loss for German tanks. Okay, so now the other German tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I will send them here. Okay, that's all for them, and now I have a bit more reinforcements to arrive. Yeah, that's, like I said, that this is much of them here coming. And now, what I am going to do with this armored battalion, I think I will move them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to help these guys fighting there. This company will move here. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This combat regiment, combat engineers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's all. They cannot move here. Well, they can, but I don't want them to move here because they would have to fight with this Poles, and I don't want to. This group simply rides here, and my artillery is going to join them, so it will provide some support for combat. And next I have even more German artillery, which rides there. I will send my anti-tank guns here to provide support. And well, I guess that's all when it comes to the German movement. There was a lot of moving. Oh, and now these guys. What should I do with them? I wonder. Should I attack these Polish tanks here? Well, it would be I would suffer more losses probably during this attack, so the question is if it makes sense for me, or should I rather try to fight them, let them be. They will have to stay here, otherwise I will have open way, but I think I might try to do something like that. Okay, so that should be fine. Alright, so that's all when it comes to the German movement, and now let's check for the Polish counterattacks. Well, do Poles want to perform any counterattacks? I believe no, so we can go into the German combat phase, and there is a lot of combat to resolve. Let's start here. So these tanks, let me check their strength. 7, 7, and 6. So this is 20. I will give them support of this artillery, so it's 24. And 24 versus 6. 24 versus 6 will be 4-1. And no stars, so 4-1 for Germans, and 11. Oh, that's bad. That's nothing, so no one has to move. And now losses. Germans had 21, 25, and 7. Just the one loss, so that's unlucky combat. And Poles had 6, 8, 1 loss for Germans. I wouldn't call this good fight at last for Germans. Okay, now them. They are going to fight with this Polish tank, and this Polish tank fires at them. It has 3 points, so it can fire once. And 3 versus 2, it's 1, so it misses. And the Germans can fire 1, let me check, 2, 2. Well, these guys have really no chance to score a hit on them. Only these tanks have some chance. This is 5-2. Oh my. It is 5-2 and it has 7, so it will be fired 3 times with -2 and -3. 1, 2, and 3. No hit. So now I can resolve combat. So 7, 6, and 6. So it will be 19. I will call the artillery support, so plus 5. So it will be 24 versus 3. 24 versus 3 will be 8-1. And 7 in the 8-1. B2. 1, 2. Germans are moving here. And now losses. Germans had 24, so it's 21, 25. Let's reroll. 8. these are 2 losses for Poles. So this tank company has only 1 point left, and Germans had 3 and 6, no losses. Sorry, Poles had 3, so 6, no losses for Germans. Okay, next here. These 3 companies are attacking this Polish battalion, so let me find their strength. This is 4, 8, and 12. So they have 12 versus 2. So it will be 6-1 and 7-1 because of attack from opposite direction, 6-1 because of the fortification, and 5-1 because of the village. So it's 5-1 and 3. B3. So Poles cannot retreat, so they have to suffer 3 losses. So this battalion is eliminated. So all I have to do is to roll for the German losses after combat. And Poles had 2 plus 2, so it will be 6-10. And 8 in the 6-10, 1 loss for German tanks. It might seem that Germans are still doing good, but please remember that all these losses will be used in the next battles, and after we finish this battle we will have 2 more battles to resolve, so it doesn't have to be that good. Okay, and the final battle, which is going to be pretty rough, so I will use my one of my air unit here. So I'm going to attack this Polish group, and now German tanks are going to fire at Polish armored car with 2 versus 1. So it will be 6, so it's 2 shots with the strength of 0. A miss, a miss. Now these tanks, 6, 2 hits with the strength of 0. Miss and a hit. And these tanks, 2 hits with the strength of -1. 0. And Polish armored cars are firing here, 1 hit with the strength of -1. No hit. So 6, 6 and 6, so it's 18 versus 2 and 4, so it's 6, so it's 3-1. Oh, and this aircraft, so it is 4-1. And 6 in the 4-1 B2. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, no, not them. 1, 2. They are moving here. And now losses. Germans had 21-25 and 9. 2 losses. So 1 for these cars and 1 for the cavalry. And German losses 10. It was 6, 1 loss for German cars, German tanks. Okay, and is that all? No. I can still attack here, and that's what I'm going to do. I will use my remaining aircraft and my other artillery unit. So it will be 4, 9 and 9, so it's 18 plus 1. Oh, and this is 2. And now let's start with the fire combat. These tanks have 9, so they are firing 3 times on them with the strength of 0. 1, 2, 3, 1 hit on this artillery, so I believe it is eliminated, but let me check. No, it is not. And now these 2 artillery units can fire. Each of them fires once with the strength of 0. 1 hit. and no hit. So one hit on these German tanks. So they are attacking. Now they have 8 plus 5, this is 12. 12 versus 2, it is 6 to 1. 7 to 1 because of the star. 6 to 1 because of the fortification. 5 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the hill. 8 in the 4 to 1, this is B1. So they have to retreat 1 hex. And each of these guns suffer 1 loss because they have to retreat. So this unit is eliminated. And the Germans are moving here. And now losses. Germans had 12, 11, 5, 11, 15, plus 1 for the star, 1, 2, 3 for the fortifications and the hill, 4, 5, and 5, no losses for Poles. And Poles had 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and minus 1, 6, 10, 9 in the 6, 10, 1 loss for German tanks. Alright, so I can remove my aircraft. I will keep my guns like that to remember that they were used. So some of them are still able to be used. And that's all when it comes to Germans. Okay, that was pretty long turn, but there was a lot of stuff to do for Germans. And now time for Poles to go. Okay, so time for Poles to go. And what are they going to do? Well, I want to move my reinforcements, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, sorry, 5. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's for reinforcements, and now the others. Well, they can see what's going on here, and the Germans are about to surround this city from the north. And are they able to do anything to prevent it? We have a small number of fast units, but we have these tanks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope they will do their job with blocking Germans' way north of the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This battalion is going to help them. This battalion will fortify itself here, so these roads will be out for Germans. And now this group is going to move back towards the city. They did their job with stopping initial German advance. These tanks can simply move here. They are too weak to fight more. This group goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with their anti-tank guns. And this group goes here. So that's all for the Polish actions there. And now this Polish cavalry here. Well, they don't have much else to do, so I think I can get them out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's all for them. And now Piotrków. I will move my cavalry away of here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5 to prevent the Germans moving there. And this area, not much. Poles have to defend themselves here, hoping they will be able to stop any further German attacks. And now that's all for the Polish movement. Oh, one more thing I forgot about. This cavalry is fortifying itself here. They weren't moving. And now German counterattacks. No counterattacks because Poles are not attacking anywhere. But next I will try to attack Germans with my artillery. I have, let me find, 5, 9, is that all? Oh, and here 4, so it's 13, and I am firing at this motorized battalion, so I have 13, or maybe, oh, I think these tanks are a better target, so I will target them. I have 13 and they have 411 and 211, so they have 14, so I will attack unit with a strength from 10 to 16 with the strength of 11 to 15. So let me roll a die. Oh, just the 2 hits. Well, it could be much better. So 211 and 421, each suffers 1 loss. Well, that was unlucky. That was bad. So this concludes Polish actions in the turn 1. So we are starting turn 2, and this is in fact the last chance for Germans to achieve a victory, because this is the last day turn of this game. So I will start with these tanks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. They are moving same. So the road from here is blocked. But this is still not the end, because the roads are from here are still open for Piotrków. So this is still not enough to achieve a victory. So what else I can do? The shortest way would be from here, but there is a Polish battalion here, and I think it's still full strength. Yeah, it's full strength battalion, so I have a little chance to break it in the way that my units will be able to make their way here. Let me think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I will try. I'm attacking them with this battalion. This is attack from the marsh, and I will use one of my air support groups. So this is going to be let me find their strength. This is 36, first 36, so they have 7, 6, so it's 13, and 5, so it's 18. 18 plus 5, it is 22. 22 versus 4 is 22 versus 4 will be 5 to 1 and 4 to 1 because of the fortification. So this is 4 to 1. Oh, I made a mistake. I forgot that I have to use only a 2/3 of its strength. So they had 16, and 2/3 of 16 will be 11, so it's 11 plus 5, so it's 16. 16 versus 4 will be 16 versus 4 will be 4 to 1 and 3 to 1 because of the fortification. So 3 to 1 and 5, this is B2. So 1, 2, Germans are pursuing. And now let's check for the losses. Germans had 16, minus 1, so 11, 15, and 7, 1 loss for Polish battalion. And Poles had 4, plus 1 because of the fortification, 8 in the 610, 1 loss for German tanks. Okay, and now this unit loses its zone of control, but only for the one movement. So one unit or stack may move, and it will be able to ignore this unit's zone of control. But even so, there are woods and hills here, so they are effectively blocking our shortest way on the north. Because when we are moving up the hills, let me find, I have to spend 2 movement points for my tanks. So 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 5.5, 7.5, 8, 9, and I can move here at last, so it will be 10. Okay, so now are all the roads to the Piotrków blocked? Well, these roads are in my zones of control, so yes, they are blocked, but so far I have my victory condition achieved, but I have to keep it. It is not that I have it and I just won. I think so. Let me check. Yes, I have to keep it until the end of this turn. So this is still a danger that Poles will be able to drive me away from this hex. So, because this battalion is probably not the strongest one, let me find. Yeah, it has only 5 points. So, is there any way I can help them? I still have one of my Air Force support, and I will keep it here. I mean, I will use it, I will let them fly and protect them. So, if Poles will try to attack them, these Junkers are going to help them. So now the other German units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. These tanks are going to attack Polish tankettes from the march. So they have, or maybe they should attack normally instead. Yeah, I think I will attack normally. Any other Polish units, sorry, German units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are going to engage Poles in combat here, hoping it will be enough. These roads are effectively blocked, so I don't have to worry about them. Now this motorized unit, let me check for the movement cost for the woods for motorized units. I think it's pretty big, but I need to check it out. Woods. Yes, it's +2, so it's total of 3. So it will be 1.5, 3, 5, 6, 7.5, 8, 9, 10.5, 11, and 12. And now railway. I don't think that railway has any effect on movement. Now 1, 2, because railway costs us 2 movement points to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 7.5, 8, 9, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 13, and 14. Okay, so that's what are they going to do. These units are moving here, so they are going simply to make sure that these roads are controlled by Germans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these all roads are controlled as well. And well, I don't even have to fight in this terrain, because I don't want to suffer more additional and pointless losses, because it doesn't matter for me much. I am more focusing on gaining a victory rather than engaging my forces in another pointless battles with Poles. As long as I am not allowed to progress, to move on, it doesn't make sense to attack Poles. I want to surround them, not to fight with every single Polish unit around. Okay, so that's all when it comes to German movement. Next, Polish counterattacks. Well, Poles haven't any opportunities to perform any counterattacks, so I think that's all. And now German attacks. So German tanks are attacking Polish tankettes, so they can fire at them. And let me find 8 to 1, 4, so 2 hits, 4 versus 3 plus 1, a miss and a miss, and they 1 versus 3 minus 2, 2 hits, no hits, and these tankettes can fire at them. They have 1 versus 2, 1 hit with minus 1, no hit. So that's all. And now let's check for German attack. So Germans had 1 had 4 and 4, so it's 8 versus 3 versus 2, so it's 4 to 1 and 3 to 1 because of the village. 3 to 1 and 3, not bad. B2. So Poles have to move back, and Germans can go right here and there. So that's all for the German movement. And now the losses. Germans had 8, so 6, 10, minus 1 because of the village, 4, 5, and 6 in the 4, 5, no losses for Poles. Poles had 3 plus 1, so it will be 4, 5, and 7, no losses for Germans. Okay, so that's all. And now here, this is the more important fight. Well, these tanks are in the woods, so they have their strength halved. So let me find 2, 1, 1, 3, and 9. So they have 12, so it will be 6 versus 1. So it's 6 to 1 and 5 to 1 because of the woods, and a 9 in the 5 to 1. This is B1 but Poles have no way to retreat, so they are eliminated. And these German tanks are moving here. I can only roll for possible German losses. No losses for Germans. And now battle here. Well, German tanks aren't too strong to fire at Poles, but Polish tanks are going to fire at them. This company has 8 points, so it can fire 2 times at these German tanks. One hit, miss, and a miss, so 412 suffers 1 loss. And now battle. 9, 15, 23, and 29. So Germans had 29 versus 8, so it will be 3-1 and 2-1 because of the village. So 2-1, oh, 11, that's bad. A1, attacker has to retreat 1 hex. So they are retreating like that. And now losses. It was 29, so it's 26-30. Minus 1, it is 21-25. Polish losses. 8. 2 losses for Polish company. And German losses. Poles had 8 plus 1, so it will be 11-15. And 8 in the 11-15. 1 loss for German tanks. And that's all when it comes to the German combat. Yes, that's all. I didn't even made effort to move German reinforcements because they wouldn't play any role in this operation. So that's all when it comes to the Germans. And now this is the last moment for Poles to change something. And now they can get some reinforcements. Let me find. So they are entering from here. And they are entering here. Okay, so that's all for the Polish units. And now what Poles can do? Well, if they want to win, they have to drive these Germans out of here. If Germans will be able to hold these hex, I think they can be. I think they will be able to win. So Poles have to do their best to drive them away. So this infantry goes there. These guys go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My headquarter fortifies itself, and my guns are going to support this attack. 1, 2, 3, and now 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's all. So the question is if they will be able to do so. If they won't be able to drive Germans are won this battle and nothing will be able to change it. And if they will be able to, but if they won't be able to drive Germans from this hex, Germans are victorious. So this is one battle actually to resolve the entire scenario now. That's why Germans are not doing much, and Poles are focusing all their units around here. So Germans are attacking. Sorry, Poles are attacking. So this is 4, 6. Sorry, 5 because they are in the woods. 6, 20, 27, and 31. So this is 31 versus 7-1. 5 and 5. So it's 3-1, and now 2-1 because of the village. So 2-1, and to drive Poles away, Germans away, Poles need to roll 7 or less. 9. So 9 is nothing. So both sides remain where they are. So Poles weren't able to drive Germans off there, and due to this fact they are going to hold this position. Of course, let's check for the losses, because there is a chance for Germans to suffer some massive losses. It was 30 for Poles and -1 because of the village, so it's 21-25. 7. Just the one loss for German company, so they are doing just fine. And Polish losses: 10-9 in the 11-15. One loss for Polish units. And that's all. And why this is this combat had a great result? Because the last turn is a night turn, where Germans and Poles can only use one movement or one hex movement or 2 movement points. It depends on the cost. So German units have enough points to move here, there, and there. So the Piotrków is effectively cut off from the northern edge of the board. So this is German instant victory. Well, it went surprisingly easy at the end. I thought it will be much more problematic, but looks like Germans made it. And well, that's because they are so fast. After all, they called Guderian Fast Heinz. Well, there is no Guderian at all there. He's fighting somewhere on the north, but even so, that was his idea to use the tanks in such a way, and we made it. So Germans won. I went through the last 2 turns quite fast without even using reinforcements, because they wouldn't change much, and Germans were rather eager to avoid combat, because they will use these tanks, these armored divisions, in the later scenarios, so they want to keep them. Well, but even so, German divisions suffered some losses, especially first battalion of the first armored division. You can see that 2 of each battalions are reduced more than half, and second battalion of this regiment is also weakened. So it won't be easy for this division to fight in the next scenario, and where it will have to face full strength of the Polish infantry division. Of course, armored division versus infantry division seems to be pretty easy thing, but we can never know, especially when we have such a unit that already suffered losses. Okay, so that's all for today. I'm happy I made it, because I was certain that Germans are not going to do so, and it will be kind of stalemate, but even so, Germans made it successfully. In my previous playthrough of this scenario, when I played in Polish, I tried to capture Piotrków, and I think my unit suffered much bigger losses while fighting for the city. So this time I decided that fighting for the Piotrków will be pointless, and making runaway around the city will be much more effective, and looks like I was right. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.